boys and 2 daughters. My oldest is 40 and my youngest 21. And I have 21 grandkids. Anyways, attending the rallies downtown Calgary. And I was noticing that all the speakers and everything there, I've been to 3 or 4 of the rallies, nobody was calling upon God to help us. And one of my second son's name is Elijah, and for a good reason. I won't go into the story, but the story of his Elijah is he was told by God he had to go and confront the evil in the land.
Yeah.
And he was pursued for his life, so him and his servant Elisha fled for the mountains. And not there long after, Elisha was trying to wake up Elijah. We're doomed. They found us, and there's armies coming after us. Elijah woke up, and he saw encamped around the multitudes of angels. And he prayed that the eyes of his servant would be opened, that he could see there are more here for us than against us. And I had to take that message on stage in Calgary. But I brought that message here too when I came out here. I'm trying to respond to the call that they didn't have enough people here. So we sang O Canada, said an Our Father together, and this lady came up to me that I'd met at the campfire with her and her husband and her mother. The night before we had a bit of a conversation, and she came up to me and she said, you know, I know there's some people around that are really hurting and in need. She said, I'm trying to help who I can, but I'm sure there must be some coming up to you too that might be telling their story. And I said, yeah, I've had a few. And she says, so I would like to give you some money to hand out to them. And she hands me 13 $100 bills, 1,300 bucks. I just spoke with a young man, Logan, who has Tampa side. He's out here because unless he gets back, he can't keep his construction job. So he's out here fighting that, but he knows he needs to go back to make his payments. And he called his mom and dad to see if they'd help him out with his payments so he could stay at this rally. And they said, is that where you are? You are no son of ours.
Oh,
totally destroyed him, just destroyed him. He's crying on my shoulder, give him a big hug. And I said, okay, so you didn't know whether you should go or not. I said, follow your heart. You already know where they stand, but you got to do what you know is right. And I had $300 to give him there. Another young lady, another lady, she's lost her home. She said, it doesn't matter if we get arrested. She said, maybe it's warmer in there. All I've got is my van. I've lost my home and my job. I don't even have any money to go anywhere. I'm thankful here that I'm getting fed and have such good company. So I gave her a couple $100. Another young fellow that is not around here just for protection for him. Got to know him. 3 young children. He had a head injury at work, and he doesn't want to take the vaccination to return to work. Afraid of it. So he's here. And I was able to give him $300. And I told him, I said, I didn't tell him right away, but I had another friend come up here and ask me if I know this young man. And I said, yeah. He says he just had a talk with him. He was prepared to take his life before coming out here. And he came out here and found strength to fight, strength to stand, getting some community and some support. And I told him, I didn't tell him I knew that story at all. He didn't tell me that story. But I said, if I don't give out the rest of the money today, I've been given $1,300. I've given some out. I have some more to give to you tomorrow. And I just prayed, Lord, you got to bring people to me if they are in need. So otherwise, I'm giving it to him tomorrow. He got the rest of it the next day in tears, and thankful for that. But the great miracle was, he's talking to the truckers here. There's one trucker says, you know, I need some reliable people. You drink? You drive? No, he doesn't. He says, I'll train you for your class 1 driver's license. I'll give you a job, but it's up by Grand Prairie. He says, that's where my wife's family and everybody is.
Praise
He's
God.
The next day, he's hopping around here like a young man. I have a job. My dream job about driving a truck, a class 1 license, and they're going to train me for it. Yeah, he's got a few, the gentleman has a few trucks out here. He had a big business. So praise God for the miracles.
Praise God,
you know? Yeah. I don't know half the stories that are around here, but that's for me to have been out here to feel like we've given this young man hope to save his life. And he's got 3 young children out of the
Yes.
Yeah.
This is all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of work.
Yeah.